your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Oh, keep walking with confidence. Effortlessly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus, Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Class is in session every weekend with Sunday School with Lex. Connect with like-minded Black women every Sunday at 6 on the Lex's Exodus platform, where we have live panels and call-in shows in order to connect and share our stories, discuss divestment and other important topics pertaining to the plights of Black women, discuss self-empowerment and self-improvement, and much, much more. Tune in every Sunday at 6 p.m. ET at patreon.com/LexisExodus. See you soon.
Hey, boos, hey. It is Lexis Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. How are y'all doing? And like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're listening. Also, if you enjoy listening to my content on the go, the show is now available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for audio listeners. Go check out my Patreon community where you can get access to bonus episodes and exclusive content, and also a private community of like-minded divested women. It is linked below. Please also follow me on social media platforms. You can check me out everywhere on all platforms at Lexis Exodus. I also have a backup channel just in case something happens to this one. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can find all of this information in the description below.
This is another installment of my series called The Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Today, I want to talk about the emotionally incestuous mammy. Okay? And I want to talk about how this problem is very common and very pervasive in Blackistan, because we know dusties are notorious pumpers and dumpers. And they are infamous for abandoning their families and neglecting the children that they create. So they love to create these fatherless homes. And as a result, there's typically no adult male or fatherly presence inside these homes. So the mammies that mother these children alone are resorting to forcing their sons to be the men of the house. And this results in emotionally inappropriate dynamics that develop between these mothers and their sons. So there are no boundaries. There is no discipline here. The son is enabled and coddled. And the mammy treats the son like her mini husband. So I want to talk about this problem this evening, and to keep things PG for YouTube, just an FYI, I'll refer to this as emotional incense just to keep things copacetic. So let's keep going. So I want to look at this first example that illustrates this problem that I'm referring to. And I want to talk about these images that have gone viral of a woman taking weird pictures with her son. So let's pull this up and then we'll chat. Okay. So what we see here is a boy dressed up for Halloween as Spiderman. He looks like a little boy, maybe 9 or 10. He looks about my child's age, maybe a little bit younger. And he's doing a photo shoot with his mother. And they are reenacting the Spider-Man kissing scene where Mary Jane is kissing him on the mouth and he is hanging upside down while they kiss. And the caption says, social media users fill the Spider-Man reenactment with a mother and her 6-year-old son. Sorry, so this boy is 6 years old. He's very young. It's inappropriate is what it says. And someone commented under this, in this photo, this is how R. Kelly started out. Okay. So this is just weird, y'all. I encourage you audio listeners, if you have a moment, to come back and look at the imagery because it's just very unusual. It's very weird. It's very cringy. And I'm sure this woman had innocent intentions. And maybe she thought this was a good idea. But why would you reenact an intimate love scene, a Hollywood love scene between two adults on film with your 6-year-old son? That's just weird. That's just inappropriate. That's crossing boundaries. But this is what I mean. So his father likely pumped and dumped this woman. And so to fill in that void that the father left, she developed this weird, inappropriate relationship with her son. Like this photograph should have depicted her kissing her man in the mouth, reenacting that love scene, not her child. It's just weird. Okay, so if that's not weird enough, I want to look at this next photo that's similar and further illustrates what I'm referring to of this woman who thought it was a good idea to dress up as pregnant Rihanna and to reenact the photo shoot that Rihanna had with ASAP Rocky with her son. Child. Do y'all see this weird-ish? Do y'all see this mess? And again, for our audio listeners, I encourage you to go back and look at this if you're able to, because it's hard to describe this in words. It just gives very cringy, weird, uncomfortable vibes. But what we see here is a pregnant woman dressed in a pink bubble coat, photographed holding hands with her son, just like Rihanna did a few months back in her pregnancy announcement photo shoot with ASAP Rocky. So is this still cute to y'all? Like, do y'all still think stuff like this is appropriate? And I'm the mother of a boy, and I would never do this. But let's play devil's advocate with the first lady and say she was innocent or had innocent intentions. Is this lady innocent too? Like, why would you reenact a maternity photo shoot with your son as a baby dad? That's weird. It's inappropriate, but it illustrates the emotional incense that happens in the White community. It's like, man, where's the baby daddy? Where's the baby daddy? I don't see any rings on her fingers. So I wouldn't be surprised if he pumped and dumped as well. But this is not your child's father. This is your child. And he looks annoyed too. He looks like he don't want to be there. He looks like this is stupid. He looked like, I don't want to do this stupid ass. But the mom likely forced him to still do this. And this is what happens in Blackistan. So these women be so mind by these men. They get pumped and dumped. They're so love-starved and they go crazy. And they develop these weird, inappropriate, emotional bonds with their male children because they treat them like they're men. Okay, I want to look at this next clip of a woman who refuses to let her adult son go so that he can go off and get married to his fiance.
When I was born, what did you want from me?
The best in everything.
I'm at my best.
Yes.
And I'm doing my best. And Falash is helping me become that. Their support to be the best that I can be.
You always say you want the best. So when you say that, that means that I'm not the best for Chris.
The best I want for him is him alone. It's not you included.
Mm-hmm. You know, we chose each other. This blessing is not going to make or break me.
Babe, let me talk to my mom.
I'm going to go because, like I said, this is not about me.
I can't fight for your approval anymore. Falash is gonna become my #1 woman, and you're always gonna be my mother. That no one can take that away from you, Mom. Mm-hmm. And I just need you to know that I'm not just gonna dash you away or leave you in the cold. I would never do that to you. You're my mom and my dad, but I need you to let me go, Mom, so I could flourish, so I can grow. And I really wanted you to support me, and for you to hold out on that, it hurts, Mom. You know. I'm fighting for your blessing and you're like holding it over my head. Because we both know how powerful that blessing is.
Why should I say go ahead and do it while a little something is left?
What's a little something?
You have to give me that respect. I'm not ready today as we're sitting down here. I'm not ready yet.
This is so embarrassing. The secondhand embarrassment. And I know I shouldn't feel embarrassed. I have nothing to do with this. I would never tolerate treatment like this as a woman. This makes me so angry, though, because this is a reflection on all Black women. We all get lumped up in this nonsense, y'all. So when we walk down the street, people just see a Black woman. We don't walk around with special signs on our back differentiating us from this nonsense. We don't have name tags that identify us as being divested. People see another Black woman and they affiliate us with this type of flawed ideology that this mother has. Hell, who would put up with this ideology even from a man's mother? So they lump us up with the fiance tolerating this mess. I don't know which is worse, the mother displaying this emotional incense or the fiance putting up with it. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. The mother straight up tells this woman to her face she isn't good enough for her son. And the fiance feels so humiliated and embarrassed, she just walks off. And the Dusty don't even check on her. He don't even run after her or try to comfort her. He don't even check his mom for disrespecting her in this manner. This is a mess. He is a grown adult male and is pleading with his mama to let him go so he can get married like a little bit. This don't make no sense. You would think he was talking to his child's mother or an ex or something. This is what I mean when I say, though, that Black women often treat these dudes like their husbands. Also, this is what I mean when I say Black women infantilize and coddle these dudes. So he looks like a spineless little bitch begging for his mother's approval to allow him to get married. Who gives a F? This is your life. You have to live it. Even how he talks about his fiance, it's like another illustration of him being a dusty man-child. He's talking about, oh, she helps me be my best. She helped me find my potential. It's like, Nog, if you didn't have that already, you shouldn't even be thinking about getting married. Those are attributes that you should have before you decide to commit and before you decide to get married and start a family. Otherwise, you ain't got no business getting married. Then he's talking about, you're always going to be my mom, but she's my number one woman. Like it's some type of competition or something. I need you to let me go. Like, Nog, this is your mother, not your girl. This is that weird, emotionally insensuous shit I'm talking about, y'all. So I want to look at this last clip that went viral recently of a woman who had ex with her Dusty and his mother. She had a threesome, y'all. She messed with them at the same time, child. Y'all, ugh. So let's watch this and then we'll talk through.
I had a threesome with a guy and his mom, and that was like his birth mother.
Wait. Hold on. So is when you say threesome, everybody interacted with each other.
She was sucking.
Oh my God. Whoa.
God. Wait.
I wanna go.
Hold up.
Yo.
Like, who's really the worst in the situation, mother or the son?
This is fucking revolting. Blech. This is disgusting. This is some sick-ish. So emotional incense is one thing, but this is actual incense. This woman had a threesome with a Nignog and his damn biological mama, y'all. And she out here nonchalantly talking about how the woman was sucking her child's D. Like, this is that sick and twisted ish these Blackistan mammies be on with they thuns. So whack-male worshiping, so desperate for a man. The Dusties will leave them broken, and they develop these weird, inappropriate relationships with their thuns. Typically, they turn them into the man of the house. They depend on them for doing things their husbands and baby fathers should be doing. They become their thunsbands. I've seen it get bad, but this is very extreme. This is absolutely disgusting. This makes me want to hurl. But this is that incense I'm talking about, y'all. The dynamics between the mammy and her thun. Just revolting, just disgusting. I'm not sure how common this is. I know emotional incense is very common, though. And I remember having to check my dad one time telling my son at 4 years old that he's the man of the house before I got remarried when I left my son's father. And I'm like, nah, I had to tell him and make it clear to my child, you're a damn 4-year-old. You're not the man of this house. This is my child. But these are the dynamics that are encouraged and promoted in Blackistan. So the mammies get pumped and dumped. They get abandoned and they feel lonely. And in order to fill that void of not having a male's presence, they turn their sons into their men. I believe it's very unhealthy. It's very inappropriate and it's not okay. So I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts about this. Do you have personal stories about witnessing this firsthand, or have relatives, acquaintances, or friends who treat their sons like their husbands and have these emotional and sensuous relationships? What happened in your personal experience, and why do you think this happens so commonly in the community? All right. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Even if you think I should, bitch, nigga, I don't give
If y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.